So the Bengals rallied to beat the Jaguars even after Joe Burrow's toe injury, and Joe Burrow was arguably the top quarterback from last year, so he's going to be out for a while, so this is going to be tough on the Bengals. Jake Browning actually played a pretty solid game overall, but he did throw 3 interceptions. Jamar Chase was incredible, he was so dominant, and in the game with a lot of turnovers, the Bengals did prevail. Now, I've been hearing some rumors out there that the Bengals might be in trade talks with the Giants to get Jameis Winston. Now, let me just speak for every NFL fan when I say, make this happen. Jameis and Jamar, yes, it may be 30 interceptions, but that offense will also be absolutely insane. Speaking of the Giants, probably in the best game of the week actually, and of course a surprising one, Russell Wilson had a major bounce back game, and he and Malik Neighbors were connecting on plenty of deep balls, and the Cowboys of course were matching that energy, with a ton of offense on their own, coming from Dak and CeeDee Lamb, and Dallas pulls away in overtime. Next, out west, Mac Jones of the 49ers, filling in for Brock Purdy. Every time I've seen him filling at QB over the past 2 years, ever since losing the starting job, he puts together super gritty performances, and he's a super tough football player. So he led the 49ers to a win over the Saints with 3 passing touchdowns. Jared Goff and the running back duo of the Lions, along with incredible star receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown, were able to put up 52 points in a bounce-back game against the Bears, who, yes, of course Caleb Williams hasn't been perfect, but from what I've seen, he does have flashes of potential and improvement. My 2 favorite elder statesmen, quarterbacks, Rodgers lost to the Seahawks, and while he did have a few very sick throws, it wasn't exactly the same performance as week 1. Then of course Joe Flacco, who also doesn't have much help on that team. His Browns got crushed by the Ravens, but Lamar Jackson's been insanely good, and his team should be 2-0. On another note though, Myles Garrett is an absolute unit on defense. I think he could probably play defense all by himself and still give his team a chance. The Jets didn't look good at all this week against the Bills, who might be the best team in the AFC. And the Chiefs dropped to 0-2 in a tough loss against the Eagles. Now, is this a case of early season figuring things out and versing tough teams, of course, in the Eagles and the Chargers? Could be, or is their reign over? The Rams are still looking like a dark horse Super Bowl contender. Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, and Devontae Adams are a deadly trio. The Broncos and Colts were involved in a shootout with Danny Dimes, aka Indiana Jones, prevailing as he led the Colts to a 2-0 start. On Monday night, Baker Mayfield put together some fourth quarter magic to go for another comeback, as he led the game-winning drive by the Chargers, the team to beat in the AFC West. Justin Herbert has looked incredible. Keenan Allen is back where he belongs on the Chargers. And that defense is looking incredible, led by Derwin James and also Henley. My Green Bay Packers are looking like an early Super Bowl contender right now too. That team has speed at every position, both on offense and defense. Mike Parsons has been great. Jordan Love is looking like an absolute stud. So if that team stays healthy, watch out.